is time for the second half of the semifinals. This time, it is the Wario Muscles versus the DK Wilds, a very high, intense, high-stakes matchup. The winner will be able to go and face the number one seeded Bowser Monsters. And like we said before, when it comes to everything going into this game, this is the first time in SBA history a number one seed has made it to the finals. But that can they be the first number one seed to also win the championship? That is the main question. Don't worry, crowd. This will be a shorter stream today. All right, I appreciate it. A sweep would benefit generations here. But all joking aside, let's get right into this matchup. We gotta go with the team first. Blue Dry Bones is going to be first. PD Piranha, King K. Rool. Just a very, very loaded team. But they have had their issues, you know, here and there with their team. Sometimes they look like a very unbeatable team, and that's 75% of the time. But the other 25%, it leaves much to be desired. And in the playoffs, you cannot have any mistakes like that. So we'll see what happens. But Rex Meavers and Pablo, and there's your lineup there. But then the DK Wilds. This is a team built on Miis. So there are a lot. I think this is the most Miis we've ever seen on a team in SBA history. It's definitely up there, but it will be really interesting to see how all those Miis fare in the playoffs together. The monkeys should have been here. So the monkeys would have actually been in the Bowser. The monkeys would have been in the Bowser monster side. You wouldn't have been the third seed? Yeah, you would have to defeat the Mario Fireballs and the DK Wilds regular season wise, and that was. Joe Dog is watching? No. It should be a very, very fun playoff series. For those who don't know, the Bowser Monsters defeated the Mario Fireballs in a sweep, but two of those games went to extra innings, so something to look out for. We have a lot of close games here between the Wario Muscles and the DK Wilds. That SBA Championship Series should be really, really impressive. We'll see what happens, though. Who am I missing? Oh, Koopa. I mean, he's kind of forgettable, I'm not gonna lie. Izami, Chet Meej, you're first. Donkey Kong starting. There we go. Third base, Vanilla Me, you're here. Kim McGwee, Fireball, shortstop, and then it goes Koopa, fuck you. Dark Bones, Donkey Kong. Vanilla Me, Fireball. Ooh, I don't know if that was the lineup before, but if they changed it, that's a kind of a comp change. I could be wrong, and that could have not been a change whatsoever. Anyways, here we go. The Wario Muscles. I don't think they did any changes. They've been really keeping track and keeping soup for the most part, so something along these lines. I think Brown Critter's second base, though. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that was edited on the fly. I could ask Florida Man. I don't remember Vanilla Me being in the 4th spot, and that's a wild place to put Vanilla Me if that's the case. I haven't been keeping track of the lineups because I just kind of let you guys submit one lineup and then edit it on the fly. If that's the case, gulp. Blue Noki is in right field. Thinky. Florida Man trying to find a way to beat this team. Dry Bones. I will say there are a lot of people wanting teams. There's this guy named Joe Dog, also goes by Hey Guys, that's been looking for a team. You have someone like a bunch of the people from the Mario communities, the Sluggers Island communities that have reached out about doing it. You even look at someone like Big Money Man who got promoted to staff. He's been really adamant about getting the Luigi Knights. Will he get them? That's going to be the main question. You shall not be named. Pablo last? I thought Pablo was 6. Is that like what's that thing? What's that effect whenever people talk about not deja vu. I'm blanking. It's something effect. I don't know what it is. I forget. Anyways, it's time for the playoffs. One half of the championship series has been set, and it's going to be the Bowser Monsters awaiting whoever wins this series. We're going to see what happens here. It's going to be the Wario Muscles, the number 2 seed, going against the number 3 seed DK Wilds. In both matchups going into next season, going into this season, this playoffs, the Monsters were pretty good, rather most of it. Oh my goodness, a double play to start it off. Not the Monsters, my apologies, but the I want to say the Wario Muscles. Yeah, they won both matchups by an average of 3 runs. So we'll see what happens here. How about this from King K. Rool? Oh my goodness, that was fair. Very close to a home run though. Here comes Brown Critter over to the right side. It's going to hit the arrow at very high velocity. King K. Rool's going to try and go 3. No, he's not going to be able to. Can they get the out at third? Yes, they can. That's the worst thing you could do. King K. Rool and base running. You cannot mix those two things well, and not a strong start. So the DK Wilds will come up. The 3rd seed here in these playoffs have had their battles with their fair share of opponents, especially with this team in the Wario Muscles. Of course, the DK Wilds finished 13-5, 2 wins out of that 2nd seed that was given to the Wario Muscles. Both teams have looked human at certain points of the season, something to look out for. But here comes the captain. If Rex Meaver's on the mound, they do trust him to really take them to the promised land. Can they do it? Hit there from Donkey Kong, and it's gonna go off the arrow. Oh my goodness, we've never seen an arrow in that way. And that's a double for Donkey Kong. Oh my goodness. Here comes Vanilla Me now in the 4 spot. The chance to possibly bring Donkey Kong home at 2 outs already, though. You got to be super careful in this best of 5 series here in game 1. Of course, he's just trying to get on base to get Firebro up to bat. Hit over the middle. Oh my goodness! The MVP doing MVP things, and we're going to go to the 2nd inning. Remember, for every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, make sure you tune into the SBA next week. The SBA Championship Series. Who will be crowned the champion for the 3rd time in SBA history? Will it be the Bowser Monsters or one of these 2 competitors? That is a question yet to be answered. Wario gets on base, so here comes Rex Meavers back half of the lineup here for the Muscles. Oh my goodness! Catch there, they couldn't get Wario out at first. But here comes Blue Noki. Surprisingly, he's probably been the best outfielder for the Wario Muscles over this past season, especially with the limited amount of errors. Terran Link, we tried to grab that, could not, so 2 runners on, 1 out. Here comes Blue Toad. And hit there on to the right side. Blue Toad trying to get the out at first. They can. 2 runners advance, but that's great base running. And hit there from Pablo. This time it's caught in the air by Taylor McWee. Both sides starting out very good. The defense staying strong. Here comes Fire Bro trying to go for it all, but goes to a foul over to the right side. Fire Bro definitely going to be the X factor here for the DK Wilds at that secondary power bat. Oh, and those are the errors that we're going to talk about. Obviously, it's only one runner on right now, but PD Piranha in those errors, while he is an MVP and he was the MVP here in Season 3, he just has his fair share of mishaps. And you just got to hope those mishaps don't happen in clutch situations. Here comes Chet Meej. Chet Meej, one of the legends when it comes to Mies here in the SBA, has been here since Season 1. Hit the first home run in SBA history, mind you. That was back on Mario Stadium. Nevertheless, here comes Taylor McWee. Looking to try and get Chet Meej over to second base, and that's exactly what he'll do. Now an RBI chance here with Red Magic Koopa. He has been known to hit home runs every once in a while, but once in a while is an understatement. Can he do it here? And that's going to be a very good hit over to the left side. Can he get the out at third? No. And the DK Wilds will start it off with a run scored. We saw this before, though, with the Mario Fireballs just last night. Or they would probably take the charge, but then the comeback kings of the Bowser Monsters were able to defeat them every single time. But this has been good base running here from the DK Wilds. 2-0 early. Just very good slap hitting. No, nothing major. No home runs for the most part. But here comes Dark Bones. The home run innuendo could be changed in an instant, but it'll go all the way to the wall. Oh my goodness! Pablo couldn't get to it in time, and that's going to send one run home. Can they get 2 runs home? Close play! It's 4-0! They may have prevented a home run, but the base running has been elite for the DK Wilds, and that's something we talked about going into this series. The DK Wilds having good base running is going to be the difference maker. So Rex Meaver's not having a great day on the mound, but throwing Wario a little early. Wario looking to try and mitigate the damage here. Still, you've been at 2 outs for a while. You're just trying to get something to go. And a star hit here from Donkey Kong. Oh my goodness. PD Piranha makes the grab somehow and gets the out. That is very impressive. Coming from PD Piranha. And now here comes the Wario Muscles. 4-run lead. Seems like a very large lead. But knowing this Wario Muscle team, they can score a lot in a little if you're not careful. Can PD Piranha start to ignite the offense here for the Wario Muscles? Hit there from PD Piranha going for it all, but that's going to be foul to the left side. Again, PD Piranha, this time over to the left side again. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can! German Engineering Heisenme with a fantastic grab off the MVP. Here comes King K. Rool. No longer the consistent title holder for the Slugger of the Year, lost it this season, but a 2-time Slugger of the Year nominee nonetheless, a 2-time champion, and he's been known to hit dingers, for lack of a better word. Here comes Brown Critter. It's been a very good complimentary piece here for the Wario Muscles. Some people saying he was snubbed of an all-star game as that one's foul. Can he prove him right with some good offensive stats? That's deep over to right field. Can they get there in time? No, they can't! Take your all-star ballot and shove it! Muscles get back into this game. It's a 1-run deficit. Now here comes Wario. The captain will get on base. No! Wario with an out. Rex Meaver's now up to bat. Sewers are definitely going to be something to watch out for the rest of this game, because they can definitely play a factor in creating errors in the outfield. And that's a strikeout, my goodness! There's a reason Donkey Kong was touted pitcher of the year. But a 3-run home run all of a sudden makes this a way more competitive game. Muscles are back in it. And the DK Wilds get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the third. Vanilla Me going for it all. And he'll go down the right sideline and be fair, so he'll get on first base. Firebro, you need him to be the X factor. And hit there, over to center field! And that's an out. Tried to go for the line drive, but no luck. And here comes Heisman over to the right side and get all the way to the wall. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Chet Meej up to bat. DK Wild's closing on and possibly getting some insurance runs, so to make it a more commanding lead. Chet Meej waiting for the perfect hit, and that's exactly what he's going to get. 1 run will score and make it a 2-run game. Here comes Taylor McWee. Still at 1 out. So something to look out for. Looking for a double play. Will not be able to get it. Instead, it will be bases loaded. Red Magic Koopa will be the determining factor to see if he can get some Mies home and increase the DK Wild's lead. And Petey Piranha immediately shuts that down! Unbelievable! Just like that, the Muscles are back on offense. Here comes Blue Noki. And hit there from Blue Noki won't go anywhere, so that'll be the first out. Petey Piranha, that's one of the reasons he was touted as an MVP. Not only was his offense he's that much of an X factor, his defense there at shortstop has been something we have not seen since the likes of Daisy back in Season 1. Here comes Pablo, though, two outs early on. Has not been a strong outing here for the back half of the lineup, and it'll just change sides. The Wario Muscles playing the long game. Same with the DK Wilds. They're really just waiting for the right opportunity to strike. DK Wilds are at the top of the order, though, so some very good hitters. And off the arrow, Koopa might be able to get the second, and he will. Now with a runner on second, Dark Bones up the bat. And Wario trying to catch him off guard. And goes, that's going to be fair. Can they get the out at home? It's going to be close. They get the out! Unbelievable from the outfield, Pablo. And somehow they get the out as a result. We'll go off the arrow again, looking for his blue toad, but he gets hit. The sewer playing a factor. Back to a 3-run lead for the Wilds. Donkey Kong knew that he had to come to play to give the Wilds any chance of upsetting the number 2 seed. And hit there. Trying to grab it was King K. Rool, but that'll be foul. Wario, knowing the severity of the situation, knowing he got thrown in a little earlier than he wanted to, he's going to have to continue to be an X factor on the mound. And hit there from Firebro, but that's going to be foul. Will Firebro go for a potential power hit here? No, goes for the star hit again, and it's going to be fair. They're going to try and get the out at home in time. It's going to be a close play, and DK will get it. Florida Man looking to get back to the SBA Championship Series. And it's off to a good start against the Wario Muscles. And here comes Izumi. And just a bad hit there, and they finally get the out that they need. This is a team in the Wario Muscles that can score a lot in the little. That 3-run home run maybe was just an appetizer for these later innings. But overall, the DK Wilds are in a very good spot. They just got to play good defense and hope that the Wario Muscles don't go yard multiple times here in the last 2 innings. And here comes PD Piranha. Doubted the MVP of the league. After a fantastic season, that's going to be hit over to the right side. Is that high enough? No, it's not! What a grab for Koopa! King K. Rool. We're going to get back into his old form. That's a deep shot over to left field. And that ball is gone. Shades of Season 1 Diddy Monkeys. King K. Rool might be back. And the Wario Muscles get 2 runs off a King K. Rool home run. The amount of power hitting in this lineup, especially in the front half, is frightening for any team to face. And all of a sudden, Donkey Kong's starting to get a little tired, starting to get a little worried. And there from Brown Critter, that's a line drive over to the left side, will hit the wall. Brown Critter will get on first base. They will do a pitching change here. And throw in Red Magic Koopa. Red Magic Koopa has been the main reliever for the DK Wilds and has done a really good job. But you gotta be careful. If you get some early hits on someone like Red Magic Koopa, it could generate some issues. We've seen it happen before, especially in the regular season. And here comes Rex Meavers. Went out, but 2 runners on. Rex Meavers just looking to get on base. Haley McWee will not be able to get there. Can they get the out at first? Yes, they can! Oh my goodness! The Chet Meej McWee connection. And grab there is Haley McWee, and they will get the last out that they need. Good defense from the Wilds. So now bottom of the fifth. 2.5 innings to go here in the game one of a best-of-5 series here in the semifinals. And hit over to that left side. Petey Piranha will make the grab. And if you're the Warrior Muscles, you're just looking for perfect defense to give your offense any chance and the best chance possible. Do not run into any issues. And hit there from Tim McGree. Again grabbed by Petey Piranha. That's the second out. Going for the star pitch. And will just be an infield fly here. So really good defense. 1, 2, 3 outs. Warrior Muscles not giving up any runs for the first time since the first inning. Is this a change of fortune in favor of Coach Mushbrain? Hit there from Blue Toad. Goes right into the glove of Chet Meege. Pablo now up to bat. Just trying to go to the right side. Taylor McGree makes the easy grab. DK Wild starting to walk in on defense, and that's what you do not need if you are the Warrior Muscles. Blue Dry Bones going for it all, but that's going to be foul. And hit there from Blue Dry Bones over to the left side. Will not go anywhere. So 2 halves of an inning. Both sides attempted to get any runs scored. And now the defenses are starting to lock in. Bottom of the 6th, the DK Wilds will look to get some insurance runs before the Warrior Muscles will get one more chance here in game 1. Wario's starting to get a little tired, though. He's been in basically the entire game because Rex Beavers basically pooped his pants on live television. Can he walk in for 2 more innings? And hit there. Will not go anywhere. Can they get the double play out of it? Yes, they can. Heads up thinking there from King K. Rool, and they will take out Wario. And throw in Blue Noki. Now there is no outfield chemistry there on that right side. They got to be super careful. They have a lot of confidence in Blue Noki if they're throwing him at pitching. Let me get out of this inning unscathed. What a grab there from Petey Piranha. The Warrior Muscles know exactly what they need. 2 runs to tie or 3 runs to take the lead going into the bottom of the 7th of game 1. And you have the best part of your lineup to attempt that. And my goodness, Highsmith makes the grab. Just not a strong hit for Petey Piranha standards, especially for an MVP standard. And looks like King K. Rool's just looking to get on base. King K. Rool now on base, looking for Brown Critter to catch lightning in a bottle and be able to get a home run here. And just a bad hit, but luckily it actually helps them out. 2 runners on now, only 1 out. Can the captain take charge? And over the middle, it's going to be another base hit. Trying to wear down Red Magic Koopa. Slowly but surely. And now here comes Rex Meavers. One out. But bases loaded. Rex Meavers waiting for that perfect pitch. I don't know if you're going to get it when you have someone like Red Magic Koopa. That goes right up the middle. Can they get the double play in time? Yes, they can! Bases loaded and nowhere to go. The DK Wilds will take game 1 in this best of 5 series. DK Wilds off to a strong start here in the semifinals, looking to try and topple the number 2 seed. And let's see if they can do it for 3 or 2 more games, and they will be able to advance. But after game 1 here at Wario City, the DK Wilds will lead the best of 5 semifinals 1-0. You underestimate the power of friendship, Mushbrain. That's literally what this DK Wilds team is. Donkey Kong, Firebro, and the power of friendship. All right. Time for game 2. Yeah, that's the entire way I get to that's the entire way the mod works. Like, that's the way I've been able to get the mod to like do like CPU versus CPU for SBA. It's through an emulator, and I'm able to put a mod on your emulator to make it CPU through CPU. Shout out to KJ. KJ was one of the main guys like that just set up, I want to say 80 to 90% of all of this. Shout out KJ, man. If it wasn't for KJ, this league wouldn't exist. A real talk though. Real talk. All right. Lineups quick. God. Oh, hold on. All right, we're good. All right. All right. Blue Drybos. You know what, let's give you Wiggler too. Nothing. Yep. You're literally the one that asked the question. What do you... Why am I getting rage baited by like a 10-year-old? What are we doing, bro? I need to stop. I get angry when people ask stupid questions. Go Gadget PD home runs. Well, the Go Gadget didn't work, so unfortunate. I wish there was a way to like automatically like set lineups every single time. There's got to be like a mod for that or something. You know what I mean? That's right? Yeah. Okay. Where is Mr. Mushbrain? There he is. What the hell is this lineup? What the? You. Wait. No, that's right. Is it right? Oh, they actually got it like semi-right. Okay. Guys, can I get a hey guys in chat, please? Alright, let me... Alright, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. I don't know who's after that. Oh, Rex Weavers. Alright, lineups should be good. Make sure no one's not in the position that they don't need to be. Alright. Game 2 of a best-of-5 series, and the DK Wilds have taken a 1-0 lead. Can they build on it and take 2 games away from home? This would be huge. It's going to be all depending on if the Wario Muscles can lock in and even up this series going back to DK Jungle. Stealing a game away from home, especially in any type of playoff atmosphere, is huge. Hit there from PD Piranha. My goodness, what a grab from Taylor McWee! And hit there from King K. Rool, looking for it all. Can they get back there in time? No, they can't! Muscles lead 1-0. The 2-time Slugger of the Year comes through early on for the Wario Muscles. Brown Critter now up to bat. Can they make it 2 in a row? No. Now going for the star pitch is Donkey Kong. And they'll just go for the strikeout. I understand the thought process behind that because you got two strikeouts already, but hitting that really doesn't go anywhere, but might as well try. Brown Critter doesn't go for it and just accepts the out. Rex Meavers will get another chance on the mound for the Muscles. And hit there from Koopa, but that'll be foul. And looks like PD Piranha will make the easy grab and get the first out here for the Wario Muscles. The Wario Muscles really trying to even up the series, going back to DK Jungle. But a pop fly there will definitely help out their cause early on in this game. The crazy thing is with both these teams, what you usually see is a lot of home runs scored. And while you did see that for the Wario Muscles, you just saw a bunch of very good hitting from Donkey Kong. And this is quite the opposite. Stumbling on my words as the defenders were stumbling for the bunny jump. And the captain makes it tied yet again. What I was going to mention was that usually it was a lot of contact hitting that won the DK Wilds the game. Not many home runs for the DK Wilds, but they were really good and really adamant with the base running when they needed to be. And the Wario Muscles are just not strong in that category. Can the captain start off the second inning right here for the Muscles? Yes, he can. Wario City could be doubted as home field advantage, but both sides could run into issues. Could this be a double play? Yes, it will. The arrows and the sewers are definitely something to watch out for, because they could be playing a factor for both sides. My goodness, that was actually a decent hit off the star pitch for Blue Noki, but that'll be a 1-2-3 out. Down to the bottom of the second, still tied 1-1. Firebro now up to bat. And hit there from Firebro, but that's going to be another pop fly. Very aggressive pop fly, mind you. Izumi now up to bat. And hit over the middle. Gonna get the out at first. My goodness, they were close to it. But not good enough. Here comes Chet Meej. It's going to be really interesting to see if a defensive battle has happened between both these teams. Who does it benefit more? Does it benefit the talent of someone like a Wario Muscles, where, yeah, maybe they have errors, but this is still the most talented, built-together team in the SBA right behind the Bowser Monsters. It doesn't help a team like the DK Wilds with a lot of very disciplined Miis on their team. You got to look at Chet Meej and that leadership that he's been able to give to this whole entire roster with him and Florida Man. And hit there from Blue Toad goes into the outfield, go all the way to the wall, so Blue Toad will get the first base. Pablo, hit over to the right side. Will that hit the arrow? Yes, it will! And it looks like the Wario Muscles will try and take advantage. Blue Toad trying to get home in time. He will! Taking advantage of the error. And the Muscles retain the lead. Here comes Blue Dry Bones. We'll look for something here. Can they get the out at first? It's going to be a close call, and that's going to be an out. Pablo does advance to third. But the defense still holding strong for the DK Wilds. Hit there from Petey Piranha deep over to left field. And the sewer will definitely play a factor. He was going to get home nonetheless, and Petey Piranha was smart and stayed at first base. Now that's an RBI, and that will make it a 2-run lead here for the Muscles. And here comes King K. Rool over to that left side yet again! And that's going to be off the wall. Very close to a home run. Home runs have been hard to come by here for the Wario Muscles, but when they get them, they're usually big impact home runs. And that'll be bases loaded. And it's going to be Donkey Kong versus Wario. Florida Man versus Mushbrain. Mushbrain and Florida Man have both been coaches since Season 1. And hit there over the middle. They're going to get the out at first and the out at home. The star pitch working in the Wild's favor, getting out of a bases loaded situation. And they'll go back on offense. Like I said before, both these coaches have been coaches since the OG Season 1. Mushbrain originally with the Yoshi Eggs, then the Birdo Bows, and then after that, the Wario Muscles. And then you look at a coach like Florida Man, he was with the Mario Fireballs for 2 seasons and then wasn't able to get him again and went with the DK Wilds, hoping for a redemption arc. He was able to still get Chet Meej, so. And hit there. The Piranha's going to be able to get the double play out of it. And the Muscle will go back on offense. No damage done in the runs scored department. You should enter Donkey Kong. Anyways, here comes Rex Meavers. And grab there from Firebro. A little too high for him. Rex Meavers will get on first base. Donkey Kong's starting to get tired. And it hit there from Birdo without... Noki, not Birdo. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Make sure you tune in to the SBA every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And also Friday this upcoming week for the SBA Championship Series. now I'm all discombobulated. But nevertheless, they do get the pitching change that they need. Blue Toad will get on base. Can Red Magic Koopa help keep the DK Wilds in this situation and keep them in a competitive game? That's going to be the main question as Chet Meej gets the out there. Mushbrain, stop talking. Nevertheless, here comes Dark Bones up to bat over the head of Brown Critter. Dark Bones will get on first base. DK Wilds looking to get some sort of life on offense to get back to this game, and just a bad grounder. And Vanilla Me over the middle this time is going to be caught by Brown Critter. Good defense there from the Muscles. And as we reach the 5th inning, it is hey guys, as we get a 3-1 lead for the Wario Muscles. Can they hold on to it? And here comes Petey Piranha. Hoping for that power hitting to finally come alive. That's Petey Piranha! Deep! No, that's foul! That's off the left side of the pole! And they'll be able to get on base. No, it goes off the arrow! Jimmy has to run all the way to right field to try and get it. Can they get the out? No, they can't! It is 4-1! From a potential home run to a error RBI. What a sequence of events for the Muscles! Red Magic Koopa is starting to get tired though. Can King K. Rool take advantage? And King K. Rool will just go for the slap hit there. Will it go off the arrow? Yes, it will! Petey Piranha will try and go home in time, but decide against it. And they will go for the pitching change, and this time it's going to be Vanilla Me. Vanilla Me was actually the starting pitcher for the Diddy Monkeys back in Season 1. Can he achieve All-Star form again? This time it's Brown Critter, and Koopa tried to make the grab, and he couldn't. And it goes off the arrow after they try to go for the bunny throw. 2 runs are going to score, and Brown Critter's going to make it to 3rd. What a wacky sequence of events! What in the world just happened there? And hit there from Wario, but that's going to be foul over to the right side. And hit there again, Wario. That's going to be deep over to left field. He'll get on base. They're going to try and get the bunny throw off in time. Maybe they have a chance. And that's going to be safe. Good base running there from Brown Critter. 7-1 in favor of the Muscles. This has been a good inning of baseball here in favor of the Wario Muscles. And they finally get some outs on the DK Wild side. I didn't even notice the replay music like restarted. That's hilarious. And hit there from Blue Noki. Won't go anywhere. And finally, the DK Wilds will get a chance on offense. A 4-run inning for the Wario Muscles. Is that enough? He's going to have to start with Fire Bro. He's going to have to try to achieve form here to get them back in this game! For the DK Wilds, that is a start. We talked about him being the X Factor. And now it is still a 5-run deficit, but you can just feel the momentum sort of shift in the DK Wilds' favor. And for the Wario Muscles, they're going to have to play good defense to prevent that momentum from continuing to roll downhill like a snowball. And hit there over to the right side, and Noki will make the grab. And here comes Chet Meej. And hit there from Chet Meej. Very impressive from Chet Meej. He will get on first base. And here comes Taylor McWee. Looking to try and get on base. Just continue with the base hitting until you can get to the top half of your lineup. But that's not going to be the case. Brown Critter double play, and they'll switch sides. Here comes Blue Toad. Get over to the right side, but I'll be foul. And another hit there from Blue Toad. This time he will get on base. He's been a consistent contact hitter. Blue Toad has been. And continue it, and hopefully it can translate over to his other outfield companions. And over to the right side, that'll be foul. And hit there, trying again for it. This time Pablo will get it. 2 runners on, no outs. DK Wild's in a very not so great situation. Hoping to play perfect defense for the rest of this game. And hit there, Blue Dry Bones, that's deep. Can they get up there in time? Yes, they can. Koopa preventing the 3-run home run. Here comes Petey Piranha. Chance to really put the nail in the coffin here for the Wario Muscles here in Game 2. And won't be able to do it. Taylor McWee has been a defensive monster for the DK Wilds this series. And now the DK Wilds will have 2 chances to get 5 runs. Hoping for some consistent base hitting from your first few main guys until you get back to the meat and potatoes of your lineup. And hits like that are exactly what you're going to need to get back into this game. And hit there over to that left side. Petey couldn't get to it. So now it's 2 runners on. And Darkbone's looking to get on base as well, and that's exactly what he does. Base is loaded. They know exactly who is up now. Looking for it all! That's deep! Over to right field! And that ball is gone! Grand slam! Extra ham! The Wilds are back in it! Finally, Wario gets thrown in. Rex Meaver's not having a strong start to his playoff run. And hit there for, and Lamy won't go anywhere. So that'll be an out, but that's a great momentum shifter if you are the DK Wilds. A solo shot here would make it a tie game, and we know Fireball's capable of doing it. That's going to be a deep shot over to the left side. It looks like they're going to be able to grab it, though. Yes, they can. Pablo makes the grab. Now we have Heisman up to bat, And it looks like that will be caught by PD Piranha, and they will get the out. Now, if you are Mushbrain, you're looking for those insurance runs. I mean, you have the perfect 3 players to do it now. Can they shut the door on any type of a comeback here for Florida Man and the DK Wilds? Elemi looking to try and lock in here for the team. That's going to be a deep shot over to the right side of the field, and that's gone! Buddy jump was not in time. It is a 2-run lead for the Muscles. And a hit there from Brown Critter over to that left side. This time Heisemi will make the grab. 1 out, no runners on. Wario up to bat. Trying to grab it was Fireball, but could not grab it. Wario will not try and go to second, though. You're sort of running out of pitchers if you are the DK Wilds, especially if Vanilla Me's getting tired. You gotta be really careful. And hit there over to that right side, and that's going to be an easy out and a double play, and they'll change sides. So the DK Wilds know what they need. 2 runs to tie and 3 runs to win and take a 2-0 series lead. They're going to have to get through Wario to do it. It's going to start with the legendary Chet Meej. And Chet Meej over the middle will go off the head of Pablo. No, it will not. No Pablo botch this time. That's the first out they need. Here comes Taylor McGee. And Taylor McGee will not be able to do anything. Down to the last out. And here comes Red Magic Koopa. And hit there over the middle. This time it will not be grabbed. You're going to have to play perfect baseball if you are the DK Wilds. Wario knowing the severity of the situation. You're going to wait for... Try and get these perfect pitches out of the way. Try and go for all the star pitches you can. And this time it's going to be hit over to the left side. And PD Piranha will shut the door on any comeback. And the Wario Muscles will win this game 8-6. Going to DK Jungle, the series will be tied 1-1. King K. Rool, obviously the MVP. Really shutting the door on those comebacks. But can he be a factor continuously? The DK Wilds ran through all their pitching and did everything they could, but could not take advantage of a very weak Wario Muscles team and take a 2-0 series lead. So going to DK Jungle, the series will be Wario Muscles 1, DK Wilds 1. Oh baby, are we about to get a 5-game series? Are we? I will literally at everyone. Like if we get to a 5-game series. Mushbrain, you're gonna hate it, but the thing that made me laugh was you said that play was so long the replay music restarted. I didn't even recognize that until after you said it. That was funny. That was super funny. All right, series tied 1-1. We'll see what happens here. DK Jungle has been known to cause some hijinks as well, so a 5-game series without a single PD home run would be absolute cinema. That play was comical. That play was comical. Nope, wrong one. What am I missing? Oh. You say that with the outfield, but also you have to remember that sometimes there's just a random, like, earthquake that happens. That could affect either team. The RNG, I feel like, is way worse there. By the way, Mush, if you want to make any lineup changes on the fly, just DM me. I'm gonna see it too late in the YouTube chat, so. You don't use guys say like switch. Use guys say like switch like person for person. You don't gotta like, you know what I mean? You don't gotta worry with the other stuff. The arrows were wacky, bro. The arrows were so wacky. Shoot Rex and replace him with Wiggler. You traded away Wiggler. I do not. Didn't you have Wiggler? Why? I can't believe this, bro. Joe Flacco is. That's funny. Where's there's Florida man. I know it's not up by heart by now. Honestly, he doesn't do changes. I got King K for him. Well, look whose fault it is, huh? Why? In what situation is that my problem? How about you suck it up and deal with it, alright? Heisman, Chetney. Yep. Lineup looks good. I'm not missing anything, right? All right, game 3. While we aren't sponsored by Chick-fil-A, we are tied with a season series at one piece. One apiece, as it is a 1-1 series going into game 3 here at DK Jungle, home of the DK Wilds. The DK Wilds were able to steal a game from home at Wario City. Can they take advantage of that and try and win the series 3-1 and upset the Wario Muscles? Hit there from Dark Bones. That's deep over to left field, but that will be foul. And hit there. Oh my goodness, Petey Piranha. Starting out strong here at DK Jungle. And hit there from Donkey Kong over to the outfield. You'll get all the way to first base. And hit there, and that will just be an easy out. So the DK Wilds really couldn't do anything on offense. Here come the Wario Muscles. Looking for redemption after game 1. They were able to win game 2. And now it is up to the DK Wilds to prevent this electric offense from getting going. A King K. Rool home run really sealed the deal here in game 2, as it was a close game. They actually had a grand slam and almost completed the comeback. They were just short though. Kind of like Mushbrain. I mean, nothing just short about him. He's just short. Anyways, here comes Petey Piranha up to bat. That's a deep shot over to left field, and that ball is gone. An unbelievable start for the Wario Muscles. It's 2-0. King K. Rool now up to bat. What a great way to start it out for Game 3 if you are Mushbrain. And hit there. Mush might be getting his wish. King K. Rool gone! Back to back like Drake in 2016. It's 3-0. Brown Critter now up to bat. And hit there for Brown Critter will be out. And Mushbrain was looking for 3 home runs in a row. It was not gonna. Nope. Not even in the slightest. Here comes Wario. Oh, Wario could make it 3 and 4! Oh yeah. Wario time. Oh yeah. The highs and lows of the emotions of Mushbrain. What a start for the DK. I mean, what a bad start for the DK Wilds. What a start for the Wario Muscles. 4-0. Rex Beaver is able to get on base. Here comes Blue Noki. Over the middle. She'll be able to get on base as well. This is a horrific start if you are the DK Wilds, and that's going to be bases loaded. Chance for disaster if they're not careful. Here comes Pablo. Still the bottom of the first. It's a 4-0 game, and Donkey Kong, knowing the severity of the situation, they will get the out at home and the out at first to prevent the bases loaded situation from being an issue. But what a start for the Wario Muscles. 4-0 off of 3 home runs. And now the Wario Muscles are starting to click, and now the DK Wilds are going to have to respond. And here, a hit over to that left side. Oh, and Pablo gets hit. And Fireball's going to get all the way to second. Now here come the Miis. This time it's going to be highs in me. You don't get anything as that's a pop fly over to Toad. But here comes Chet Meach. Looking for a base hit. Won't be able to get it. Double play by Brown Critter. Defense holding strong for the Muscles. And could this be the beginning of the end for Florida Man? Blue Dry Bones. Already to the back of the top of the order for the Wario Muscles. So we gotta be super careful. Here comes Petey Piranha. Looking for another one, but that's gonna be foul. And hit there, it looks like it's just gonna be a pop fly. Taylor Magoo grabbed that easily. King K. Rool looking for it all. And that'll be another foul ball. And just a bad hit there. And they'll get the double play out of it. And for the DK Wilds, you're just hoping for perfect defense for the rest of the game to give you the best chance to try and come back. 5 innings is a lot to get 4 runs. Can they do it? Or can they start the comeback now? And hit over the middle this time. It'll be caught by Petey Piranha. And hit there. Over to the left side, but that'll be an out towards Petey Piranha. Back to the top of the order for the DK Wilds. Still at 2 outs though. Gotta be careful. Trying to grab that. Is Brown Critter. Can they get the out at first? Yes, they can. What a throw there from Brown Critter. And the Wario Muscles will go back up on offense. Donkey Kong's starting to get a little tired. Will they take him out sooner rather than later? That is the main question. And hit there over to that right side, but that's just going to be a pop fly. Wario now up to bat. The captain looking to lead his team. And hit there will be caught by Firebro, and they'll get the second out. Okay, Wilds desperately trying to hold it together. You're on defense. And hit there. Over to that left side. Will not go anywhere. The DK Wilds have been holding strong defensively. They need to generate some sort of offense. Here in their home stadium. It is a tied series 1-1, so by definition, this isn't a must-win, but going down 2-1 in a series is never going to help out your case, as would have to win 2 straight to advance to the SBA Championship Series. And hit there from Donkey Kong. Could start to generate some momentum. You were hoping for a home run from someone like Donkey Kong. Doesn't feel like he's in the mood today, so here comes Vanilla Me. If Vanilla Me can get on base, though, Firebro could be up to bat. Vanilla Me going for it all, but I'll be foul. Just looking for a hit over the middle. Looks like they will not be able to get it. Dark Bones does advance to third, though. Momentum could still shift. If Firebro could get a home run here, that's going to be a deep shot over to the left side. Well, looks like Pablo will make the grab. The DK Wilds are just getting stymied on offense by this Wario Muscles defense. And they have had no answers, but the DK Wilds defense has been holding strong for most of this game. Smart move throwing in Red Magic Koopa at the start of this new inning, but it's going to be really interesting to see if that's going to be the right choice. And hit there will be grabbed by Firebro. Now Blue Toad up to bat. And hit there over to the left side. Blue Toad will get on base. Here comes Pablo. Potentially looking for it all. Will not be able to get it, but 2 runners will be on. And Blue Dry Bones can get on base without a potential double play. We could be talking about a potential Grand Slam opportunity with the MVP at bat, and that's exactly what happens. The MVP of Season 3. A chance to shut the door here for the DK Wilds in Game 3. We're only halfway through, but with how this game's gone, another Grand Slam would absolutely be the detriment of this. Oh my goodness! Shades of the Season 1 championship series! Someone call pizza time! It's 8-0! Unbelievable! And hit there from King K. Rool. Can he make it? 9-0! No, he can't. It's a foul. Unbelievable. We have not seen that since, I believe, the Season 2 Championship Series. And it has come back in the playoffs to haunt Florida Man. And just like that, they're forced to throw anyone at pitcher. All their pitchers are tired now. So now there's no chemistry. I believe either there's no chemistry in that right side of the outfield, or there may be. I don't know if Magic Koopa will give chemistry with Koopa. That has yet to be decided, but they do get the double play and get out of the inning. But that is a horrific home run to give up if you're Highs and me. That home run alone. Now Heisman's up at bat. If you don't get a home run here, you might be off the team. Yep, he's off the team. It doesn't even matter if it's a single. That play alone is getting memed. That is hilarious. Hit there from Chet. Meej double play and potentially for Brown Critter, and he gets it. Here comes Taylor McWee. And that home run, that grand slam, may be the kill shot. They have not been able to get anything to go on offense, and the Muscles have just stymied them. And the DK Wilds, up until the 4th inning, only gave up those 3 home runs in the first, and they were actually doing pretty well defensively. Now it looks like Game 3 is a lost cause. Whether or not they're able to get back to this game is going to be a very difficult question, but Unoki now up to bat. Get over to the right side. And Unoki will get on base. It feels so weird seeing this team play so well away from home, because that could be an issue in the playoffs. You know, you're having to win every away game. By definition, it would work, but it would be a 7-game series. If you can't play away from home like you can usually, this is going to be an issue, as this game's probably long gone, and the DK Wilds are going to have to reset and just think of something to do here for Game 4. To keep their season alive and push for a Game 5 at Wario City, but this game, it looks like it's donezo. 10-0. This game is like Mushbrain's relationship current stock is a big old 0 right now when it comes to the DK Wilds. And they'll change sides. Could we possibly see the greatest comeback in SBA history? That joke did not. That joke did nothing. I don't. And here, over to that left side. Can Pablo get there in time? No. And I don't know what the DK Wilds are going for. They're going for a potential bunch situation. I know you gotta get runs on the board, but my goodness, at least attempt to do something. That's not gonna help them either. Dark Bone's now up to bat. Just looking for some momentum to swing their way, and it's not going to work. And they're over to the right side. Donkey Kong will at least get on base. But that's not what you need. You need bats runned in. And that's not going to help you out. Open for Vanilla Me to get on base and basically begging for a Fire Bro Grand Slam right now to get you somewhat back into this game, but it has been a big nothing burger just because of players like Brown Critter. And hit there. This time it'll be grabbed by Dark Bones. And hit there over to the left side, but that'll be foul. And hit there. Brown Critter possibly looking for a home run, but that's going to be foul yet again. Hit there from Wario into the outfield. We see potentially Brown Critter go home. Yes, we will. 11-0. And finally, they get the double play to get out of it. Florida Man isn't here, but ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in miracles? You're going to need one if you are Coach Florida Man. And hit over to the middle. And Pablo will make the easy grab. I've ever told how much I love this team. That doesn't happen at this stadium. I want to let you know right now that the Grand Slam error off the dome, that doesn't happen. That's like the first time that's ever happened at this stadium. We've seen ground rule doubles before. We have not seen we call it a baby DK around here. He did not baby DK it, usually at the stadium. And that will do it for the ball game. Poor hitting, and the DK Wild stunned at home, shut out, and now trail the series 2-1 to the Wario Muscles, and are going to have to win 2 straight games to advance to the SBA Championship Series. PD Piranha, your MVP, starting to come into form, and that's the last thing you need if you are Florida Man. Very good day, just a not good day from the DK Wilds under any circumstances. But like we said before, that will mean the Wario Muscles will lead this series 2-1. No, I'm not giving you DK Jungle. What? That's actually going to be if the score holds and somehow you win the series, that would be a comp stadium matchup. Mario Stadium versus Wario City. I would actually like that matchup a lot. All right, let's say it's crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Wario. I'm assuming no lineup changes. You don't want to throw like King K. Rool at pitcher or like what's up, Mushbrain? I feel like you want to throw King K. Rool at pitcher. You just don't. You just don't want to tell me. Is that what's happening right now? Don't let me cry. Don't tell me, bro. Do it. Now I'm daring you. Now I'm daring you. I double dog dare you. Clearly Taylor McWee, not Taylor McWee. Fucking Rex Beavers ain't the answer, bro. You gotta try something. Or if it is like an ain't broke, don't fix it situation. Sorry, you're breaking up on me when you just... Shut up. Whoa. There we go. Let me double check. All right. We should be good. Everything's all right. Audio's good. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yep, looks good. All right, let's do it. Game 4, and for the DK Wilds, the season is on the line. And it's going to be really interesting to see if they can defeat the Wario Muscles after taking a tough loss in Game 3 and force a Game 5 and keep their season hopes alive to make it to the SBA Championship Series. The DK Wilds are going to start out on offense, so we'll see what happens. And hit there from Dark Bones over to the left field. Donkey Kong not having a strong showing last time out. They're going to have to try and do something here. Donkey Kong over to the left side of the field. It's caught by Toba just a second late. And here comes Vanilla Me. Hit there, over to the right side. Vanilla Me! And that ball is gone! Unsung heroes putting their hearts on the line. DK Wilds take a 3-0 series lead. And hit there for Fireball. That is deep over the center field. And that ball will be caught by Pablo. Almost a home run. They prevent it. And over the middle, Heisman will at least get on base. Wario Muscles looking to try and get out of this inning without any more damage. And hit there over the middle. This time it'll be caught by Brown Critter and they'll change sides. And here comes Blue Dry Bones. Looking to hopefully change the momentum in the Muscles' favor. But it won't start now. And hit there from PD Piranha over to the right side. All the way to the wall. But PD will only go to first base. Here comes King K. Rool. And hit there from King K. Rool. That's deep over to left field. Can they get back there in time? Yes, they can. Red Koopa, the hero, preventing a home run from King K. Rool. And here comes Brown Critter. This time it's deep over to the left side. They're going to have to do a buddy jump as it is in a weird position, and they do get it. Heisman will make the grab. And a big old 0 here in the first for the Wario Muscles. But can the DK Wilds build on their 3-0 lead? Trying to keep the series afloat for one more game. It's going to be difficult against this very good Wario Muscles offense. Here comes Red Magic Koopa. Hit over the middle. Red Magic Koopa will get on first base. Very interesting play here. They're going to go for the bunt. Or so we think. We don't know for sure what they're going for. But they do get it. And they get the out at second. Can they get out at first? No, they can't. So they just basically have Red Magic Koopa out and just replace him at first with Koopa. Will Dark Bones be able to get on base? Yes, he will. Donkey Kong, the lefty, gonna try and add on to this lead. Right over to that left side. What a grab there from Wario. And they'll change sides. A fantastic defensive play from the captain. Wario will be the first one up here for the Muscles here in the second. Swings at the star pitch. And if that's the thing, that's kind of the reason the Birdo Bows didn't even make the playoffs in the last week of the season. because they just kept swinging at Donkey Kong's star pitchers, and it just kept being an issue for this team. 2 outs early on. Bluenoki will look to try and get on base. And Bluenoki will not be able to. It's an easy grab there for Fireball, and they'll change sides. Vanilla Me will be the first one up, and then afterwards, Firebro. DK Wilds could really use another home run from Vanilla Me. Strike while the iron is hot, but instead just goes over the middle. And he'll get on base. And here comes Firebro. And hit there of center field, and that ball is gone! Surgical! How center that ball was! They couldn't get there in time! 5-0 in favor of the Wilds! Rex Meavers do anything challenge impossible. So they're going to have to throw in Wario earlier than they want to. You know, in the middle, this time it will be caught by Petey Piranha, and they'll get the out. And hit there. Over to the right side. Remember, if you want to tune into the SBA, make sure you tune in this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern for the SBA Championship Series. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the notifications for your team whenever we go live. But also, check out the Discord to check out and keep up to date with all your favorite SBA teams. We are live, and Mushbrain said before, when we had the game 3, where it was 11-0 in favor of the Wario Muscles, where they would go up in the series 2-1, he said, Cryo, can we have this be our permanent stadium? And then you follow up that with this. And all of a sudden, Mushbrain's taking his words back and saying he actually hates this stadium. I find it really weird. Nevertheless, Pablo will be up to bat. Will they swing on the star pitch? Yes, they will. And that will result in a double play. And Blue Dry Bones will be up to bat here for the Wario Muscles. Will Donkey Kong go for the star pitch? No. Can they get there in time? Either no. So Blue Dry Bones will get on first. Petey Piranha now up to bat. Try and cut into this 5-0 DK Wilds lead. We'll just go for the slap hit. Can Heisman get there in time? No. Almost. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Here comes King K. Rool. Donkey Kong just trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Will they go for the home run or go for the run to home? My apologies, but they tried to, but decided against it. Here comes Brown Critter. One swing could change everything. And instead, they go for it, and that's a deep shot over to left field. Koopa, wait to get over there, and it's going to be off the wall. It'll make it 5-3. 3 runs batted in, double for Brown Critter. Warrior now up to bat, looking to try and bring Brown Critter home, but for Donkey Kong, they're just trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. And they actually go for a star hit there. And trying to go for it, they're going to have to just let the ball drop. And that's going to let another run score. As a result, a very rare captain star hit there. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game. pitcher of the year, definitely struggling. And then they finally get the out that they need. But after a very insane rally, you take all the lucky bounces when you get when you are the Wario Muscles, and that 3 of those 4 runs were definitely a lucky bounce. Thanks to Brown Critter. Can the DK Wilds respond and increase their lead? And over to the left side, Red Magic Koopa, but that'll be foul. Now the star pitch is being used from Wario, something to look out for, and that's a strikeout! Wario feeling himself early on in this game when he gets thrown in that pitcher. Stamina is definitely going to have to be playing an issue sooner rather than later with the amount of star pitches he is using. But for now, they're enjoying it. And hit there for Dark Bones. No get into the outfield. This Wario Muscles team has been the beneficiary of a lot of lucky bounces, whether it's at Wario City or at DK Jungle. But in the playoffs, you just take all the bounces you can get. And hit there over the middle. Donkey Kong, that ball won't drop. Pablo will make the grab. And the DK Wilds will not be able to get any offense. Still holding on to the lead, but it's a 1-run lead now, thanks to a 4-run rally by the Wario Muscles. They'll look for something here. What a grab there from Fireball. That was the first out. Probably going to go for the pitching change soon. Getting Red Magic in might be the move, especially with how tired he is. Bluto will get on base. Pablo up to the plate. Definitely has had a decent outing so far. Nothing to write home about, but definitely an above average performance here from Pablo. Dry Bones thought about going for it all, instead just goes for the contact hit. Now we'll put 2 runners on. The Piranha now up to bat. Gotta be super careful. They over to that right side, and Taylor McWee jumps up to make the grab, elevating and accelerating. DK Wilds up to bat. Now 3 more innings left, potentially for the last time for the DK Wilds, but can they force a Game 5? And hit there from Vanilla Me, a fantastic hit. He was a Season 1 SBA champion for a reason. He has that grit and determination built in. Here comes Fireball, another deep shot to center field. I'm getting deja vu! Home run! It isn't deja vu, it isn't mirage, it's Fireball stepping up to the plate. And it's a 3-run game in favor of the Wilds. And hit over the middle. This time Heisenby will be able to get on base. Jet Meej trying his own luck, will not be able to get it. That's 2 quick outs there for the Muscles. Wario trying to use the star pitches to his advantage, and Brown Critter will save him after that hit from Taylor McWee. Muscles will go back on offense. Muscles will have 3 chances to get 3 runs here. PD Piranha went up last time, so it's going to be King K. Rool. First one at bat. They're keeping Donkey Kong in there even with him being tired. Going to be interesting to see if they decide to take him out sooner rather than later. Brown Critter now up to bat though, as King K. Rool was able to reach first base. They're going to go for the barrel throw. Oh my goodness! Off the barrel throw. Brown Critter's gonna get out here. King K. Rool will stay at first. And they will finally take Donkey Kong out. Red Magic Koopa will come in. And here comes Wario. Hit over to that left side. Will hit the tree trunk and cause a little bit of issues. None that are too bad, but King K. Rool does get the third. And hit there over to that right side. They're going to try and get the double play, and they will! Preventing any runs scored by the Muscles. Good defense there from the Wilds. The DK Wilds will try and get some more insurance runs here. Red Magic Koopa will be the first one up. 2 more innings to go here in Game 4. DK Wilds need to win to keep their season alive. And hit there from Red Magic Koopa. A rare miss there from Brown Critter, and Red Magic Koopa will get on first base. And hit there from Koopa over to the left side. Here comes Dark Bones. 2 runners on, no outs. Warrior's starting to use a lot more star pitches. You gotta be a little concerned if you are Mushbrain. Donkey Kong can make a huge statement here with a swing of that boxing glove. Donkey Kong could flip the game on its head. Hit there, over to the left side. Line drive, gone! They're not dead yet! It's a 6-run game! Who will they throw in after Wario? They'll throw in Brown Critter. So now they're going with the power strat. Will it work? And hit there. Wario will make the grab. Can Firebro continue the offensive onslaught? Here for the DK Wilds, and that's a shot over the right field. That ball is gone! Nothing like a little bit of insurance runs to help out the cause. Courtesy of Firebro, a fantastic day for him. Multiple home runs and multiple clutch hits. I think that's his 3rd home run on the day. And barring a miracle, we're going to have to go to a Game 5. And hit there from Blue Noki will be caught by... No, not caught by Koopa! The drums play a factor. And Blue Noki gets the second. Here comes Blue Toad. They're going to go for the sacrifice bunt here, which is not the worst call in the world. Because now Blue Noki gets the third, only 1 out. Here comes Pablo. Just a bad hit there. And Firebro just runs over it. So a run scored. Still looks unlikely, but Firebro, I mean, they're just kind of giving them free runs, and that's not what you should do in the SBA playoffs. Looking for a double play as the DK Wilds before PD Piranha comes up. And hit there over to the left side. That will be fair. You need an MVP-like play from the MVP of Season 3. This would be a huge momentum swing. If they're able to do it, that's a deep shot over to center field. Can Izumi get back there in time? And they can. Koopa will make a fantastic grab. King K. Rool now up to bat. And hit there from King K. Rool. They're going to go for yet another home run, another attempt here. And they make the grab. Koopa and Izumi, two fantastic back-to-back defensive plays. Hit there from Chet Meej. Won't go anywhere. DK Wild's looking for one more chance at insurance runs. It's already a 6-run game. And that's a very insurmountable comeback, but it never hurts to get some more insurance runs in the building, especially when Brown Critter is pitching. And hit there, and Rex Beavers will actually make the grab. And they'll get the outs they need, so they need 6 runs to tie and 7 runs to win the game here in the bottom of the 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, and most brain in chat, do you believe in miracles? That's going to be the question you really need to ask yourself. And hit there for Brown Critter. They're not going to be able to get it, so Brown Critter will at least get on first base. Brown Critter will go all the way to second. Wario had a home run earlier today. Or my apologies, it was in Game 3. You see shades of Game 3 here? No, but a good contact hit there. Trying to get the throw over to home, and no one will score, but 2 runners are on. Red Magic was starting to get tired. Is this the beginning of the end here for the DK Wilds? If they're not careful, here's a hit from Rex Meavers, but no, that'll be caught by Chet Meej. Brown Critter will go home and make it. 5-run game, but 1 out, 1 runner on first. They'll go for the pitching change and throw in Taylor McWee. Probably your best bet to not ruin the outfield chemistry. And hit there. Koopa will make the grab. Down to the last out. Taylor McWee over to that right side is Blue Toad. And Blue Toad with that contact makes it 2 runners on, 2 outs. Bobo looking to just try and keep them alive, and that will not be the case. The DK Wilds force a Game 5, 11-6 over the Wario Muscles. Firebro, the MVP, 3 home runs. We got to just check the offensive score. 130. He came to play, and he's going to have to come to play at Wario City for the series-deciding Game 5. And after Game 4, with this DK Wilds win, the series is tied 2-2, going into the winner-go-home Game 5. I'm gonna have to like let everyone know. This is everyone worthy. Bro, have faith in yourself, all right? Because then if you win, you're gonna be like, never in doubt, never in doubt. This team is great. This team. All right. Set these lineups. Then we will get in mode to get this final game 5. Winner will face the Bowser Monsters. This has been a fun series. Vanilla me out of all people, bro. Vanilla fucking me. I'm here to yell at these fuckers. Alright, left field, Blue Toad. Alright, hold on. I gotta add everyone for this. All right, let's do it. Game 1 went to the DK Wilds, and Wario Muscles were able to win 2 straight. And then the DK Wilds somehow, someway, were able to force a Game 5 after a Game 4 win. Whoever wins this game will advance to the SBA Championship Series. And now the arrows are starting to play a factor early on, this time in favor of the Wario Muscles. Blue Dry Bones will get the second base. All the star players have to put on their A game, because if they don't win this game, their seasons are over. Hit there from Petey Piranha, but that will be foul. And here comes Petey Piranha. Hit there. Oh, again over to the left side. And it looks like Blue Dry Bones will be able to go home as a result. The Muscles take the first lead here in Game 5. King K. Rool will be up to bat. PD Piranha on first. No outs. Donkey Kong's really got to step up. Can they get the out at first? Yes, they can. PD Piranha does advance to second. King K. Rool is not fast enough to get the first. Great outfielding there from the DK Wilds. Hit there from Brown Critter. That's deep over to left field, but it looks like it will be caught by Heizemi right against the wall. Captain versus captain matchup early on, top of the first. And they're going to go for the star hit here. We've seen a lot more star hits from Wario than we used to, but that's going to be foul. No, they're going to call that fair! And he's going to get hit by the sewer! Wario's going to go all the way to third! That is a debatable line. Talk about being bailed! Oh my goodness, right on the line! And then the sewer plays a factor. The Muscles take a 2-0 lead. And hit there over to the right side. This time it'll be caught by Chet Meej. This stadium is wacky when it comes to the errors and the stuff that could cause hazards. Here comes Koopa, trying to start out early for the DK Wilds, and that's exactly what he does. Dark Bones looking to get on base himself, but it's just going to be a very aggressive pop fly. So 1 out, 1 runner on first. Donkey Kong looking to try and get the Wilds back into this game. The worst thing you could do is trail for a lot of time in this series. And Rex Meavers has not had a good series nonetheless. But what a bad hit there, and that's going to result in a double play! A rare bad hit from Donkey Kong. Are the lights starting to get a little too bright for Florida Man and the DK Wilds? The Wario Muscles will look to try and add on to their lead. And hit over the middle. This time it'll be caught by Firebro. And hit there over to the right side, but Taylor McGroom will make the grab. And here comes Pablo, just a grounder up the middle. This time it'll be caught by Firebro, and they will get the out. Defense is going to have to hold strong for the DK Wilds for a lot of this game to give them the best chance to try and get back into it. Vanilla Me, the surprise hero of the game. A 3-run homer to start it off. Could we see something similar here? And over the middle, this time it's caught by PD Piranha, my goodness. Firebro, 3 home runs in the Herculean effort to try and help them in this game. How about this hit from Firebro, but just a little too low, and Pablo's able to make the grab. Heizemi now up to bat. And hit there, just a grounder. I thought that was a grounder, but it was done at a weird angle from where we could see it in the booth. That'll be an out thanks to Brown Critter. Wario Muscles will try and build on this lead here in the top of the third. Blue Dry Bones will be the first one up to bat here. Second overall pick in the Season 2 SBA draft will get on base. And hit there from PD Piranha. That is deep over to left field, but looks like that will be caught. This time by Heizemi. Not a guarantee though after we saw Game 3, but this has been an electric series nonetheless. Both sides realize how desperate they are in this situation. King K. Rool, and that ball is gone! There's a reason he was the 2-time Slugger of the Year! The hazard plays a factor! It's 4-0! Hit there, over for Brown Critter, but that will be foul. And hit over the middle, trying to go above Koopa, but that will be an out. For those just joining in, 2 home runs, both for 2-run leads, have been the difference maker. And hitting the arrow, and all of a sudden Wario's going to get the second. But errors have been playing a huge factor in the Wario Muscles' favor. The series is tied 2-2. The first game was won by the Wario Muscles, or the first game was won by the DK Wilds, my apologies. 2 games were won by the Wario Muscles, 2 and 3. And then the DK Wilds somehow, someway pulled out a Game 4 victory to force a Game 5. But they're off to a rough start here in this inning, and they will get the out. Fantastic throw by Vanilla Me. Errors have been the name of the game so far, and in the playoffs, you take anything you can get. But can the DK Wilds start to surmount a comeback? And hit there for Chet Meej, won't go anywhere. Pablo will make the easy grab. And hit there for Taylor McWee. Just going to be a pop fly. Now we'll get them the second out that they need for this inning. Bottom of the third. Still a lot of time left. But if you're the DK Wilds, you want to start surmounting that comeback now. Give yourself plenty of time. Hit there for Red Magic Koopa, and he'll get on first base. And hit there from Koopa. This time it'll be grabbed by Brown Critter. Trying to just get a ball into the area so he can get on base, and that will not be the case. And the Wario Muscles will look to try and build on this lead. It'll start with Blue Toad. Close, tight-knit game here for Game 5. Hit there over to the left side. And Blue Toad will get on first base. Pablo now up to bat. Now we'll get 2 runners on, no outs. And Donkey Kong, knowing the severity of the situation, will try and go for it. My goodness, what a hit off the star pitch! But they'll get the out. And here comes PD Piranha. Looking for it all, but that's going to be a foul on the left side. And hit there for PD Piranha. Will go off the arrow and will go past Chet Meej. Make it 5-0. They're forced to throw in Red Magic Koopa way too early. But can he get them out of this hole and keep them locked down defensively? And hit there. It will go past Taylor McWee. Another run will score. 6-0. And hit there for Brown Critter. That's deep to center field. And that ball is gone. What an emphatic start to a Game 5. And the Muscles want the league to know that they mean business. Ain't nothing. Is that enough? They're throwing in Taylor McWee. All their pitchers are getting tired. You're going to need a miracle if you're the DK Wilds. And hit there for Rex Meavers. Even Rex Meavers is getting on base. And Runoki will not be able to do anything. Finally, the DK Wilds get out of the inning. But you have to feel good if you are a Wario Muscles fan. The innings spell out 2024. That's how dominant they have been to start this game. But this is a DK Wilds team that can score a lot and a little if given the opportunity. You have to look towards your captain. Are the lights too bright for Donkey Kong? Hit there, over to the right side. He'll at least get on base. Here comes Vanilla Me. And hit there, over to that left side. They get the double play! Three innings separate the Wario Muscles from potentially making it to the SBA Championship Season Series. Off the arrow, but this time they were ready for it. It would be the first time in Mush's coaching tenure in his career he would make it. From the Yoshi Eggs to the Birdo Bows to this. What a redemption arc here for Coach Mushbrain. Taylor McWee being forced on the mound is going to have to stay on there for 3 innings, and you don't even know if you're going to be able to get 3 innings out of Taylor McWee. And hit there over to that right side, and can't make the grab as Chet Meej. PD Piranha up to bat. Can the MVP shut the door? Oh, did he come back? Listen to the fans. They're chanting MVP. For good reason. He deserved it. And King K. Rool wants to get in on the fun. Is that high enough? And that ball is caught by Koopa. They'll change sides. Now the DK Wilds, by definition, are going to need the largest comeback in SBA history, and they're only going to have 3 innings to do it. You need the Mushball Wario Muscles to come back, and you need to have a lot of errors. A lot of stuff has to break your way, and this could be a good start here for Fireball. Is that good enough? No, it's foul just right of the pole. He's going to try for it again, this time over to the left side. Can they get there in time? Yes, they can! Pablo! A season of errors turned into a season of bliss! Over the middle. Izumi will get on base. Anyone who is not named Donkey Kong or Fireball, they're going to just have to consistently get on base. Here comes Chet Meej over to the left side. Pablo will make the grab. Pablo's really stepping up here in the semifinals. You're going to need help from a hazard or something. You can't go out of this inning without any runs scored. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Now the DK Wilds not only have to play perfect defense, but will only have 2 innings to get 10 runs scored. It would be the biggest comeback in SBA playoff history and the biggest comeback in SBA history. The biggest comeback, 9 runs back in season run. Can they add salt to the wound, though? That's the main question. And that ball will be gone! They've given up! They're throwing in the white towel! It's time to celebrate in Wario City! Words can't describe what Mushbrain's probably feeling right now. A sense of relief, vindication, a vengeance for his fallen teams in Season 1 and Season 2. And it feels like he's finally turned a corner with this team in the Wario Muscles. And we'll have a chance to be alongside Pizza and being the first team in SBA history, to, even with different coaches, to go back to back. And just a bad hit there from Red Magic Koopa. They're deflated. This is an embarrassing way to go out. What a season for the DK Wilds. Fighting all the way back, and it's heartbreaking the fact that they just could not get it done. Donkey Kong and Fireball are just not showing up in the biggest game of their lives. And oh my goodness, may be able to get a run scored thanks to the error, but again, it's still a 10-run game. I'd be shocked if there was some sort of comeback in 2 innings. You would have to, every ball would have to hit the arrow perfectly every single time to cause those types of runs to go in. But I don't think you're going to get that type of luck. The Wario Muscles have just been dominant all game long. And hit there from Donkey Kong. That's deep over to left field, but this time it's out. And they're going to get the double play! A heads-up play by Pablo! Dark Bones was already halfway to home! And hit there from Blue Toad. And over the middle. They're just trying to add some flair, add some salt into the wound of Coach Florida Man's roster. And hit there over to the right side. Makes it bases loaded. PD Piranha. We'll just go for the star hit. We'll go all the way to the corner, and 2 runs will score. It is 13-1. Now it's time for pitching roulette. Who will they throw in? They will throw in Vanilla Me, the last pitcher they can realistically throw in before having to go to the outfield. Hit there. Will it go off the arrow? Yes, it will. Oh my goodness. PD Piranha's gonna get home. 15-1. And Brown Critter. And that ball will go off the wall.
Wario time. Oh
And hit there for Wario. That will just get another run scored. What a way. What an emphatic way are the Prime Wario Muscles about to topple the #1 seed in the SBA with the Bowser Monsters. And they get 2 outs. Yes, they can. Not before another run scored. It is 17-1. They heard all the smack talk from Florida Man. And even after a hard-fought 5-game series, this is how it ends. They finally get the out that they need. I don't even think Prime Barry Bonds can come back from this. We'll see what happens, folks, but it has just been utter domination in the latter half of this game for the Wario Muscles. First out that they need. Mushbrain's getting the champagne ready on the sideline. Kizzy's right alongside him. And here comes Heisenme. And hit there from Heisenme over to the left side. It will go off of Blue Toad. Might as well get the airs out of the way when the game kind of doesn't matter. Hey guys, left for a second. What did I miss? Just a couple runs, you know. But here comes Chet Meej over to that left side. Bases loaded. Fibro did not run home, surprisingly. So now it's bases loaded. DK Wilds, their season's on the line. Only 1 out right now. They got to be super careful. They got to get Rex Meavers out of a rhythm. And hit there for Taylor McWee. Can that go? No, it can't. They'll tag him and go home, but it's already 2 outs. You need constant base hitting. And hit there for Red Magic Koopa. That's it! Confetti is shot into the air! And the Wario Muscles are off to the SBA Championship Series to face the Bowser Monsters! Your MVP, who else? The MVP of the league and the MVP of this game, 170. And it sucks that this was probably one of the more entertaining playoff series we've really ever had, back and forth. And then the 5th game was just absolute utter domination from the Muscles. They felt insulted when somehow the DK Wilds were able to get 3 home runs from Firebro in game 4. And all of a sudden he had a 10 in batting. He got on base 1 time. GG's to the DK Wilds, a fantastic season. But that will do it. The Wario Muscles are off to the SBA Championship Series, taking down the 3-seeded DK Wilds in a tough, hard-fought 5-game series. The Championship Series will start next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. My name is Commissioner Cryle. Next time we see you, we will be at the SBA Championship Series. Donkey Kong and Firewell just didn't show up for Game 5. That's late all that what happened. And then after it got 10-0, like the game was kind of just over. Oh man, what a good series, but what a sucky way to end it. GG's to both sides. Because he's been here for 1 season and he's gonna get a ring as an assistant coach. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. Anyways, that will do it. We will see you guys next Friday for the start of the Championship Series for Season 3. Your Gonna be Bowser Monsters versus the Wario Muscles. We will see you guys then. This is Commissioner Cryo and the Slugger Baseball Association signing off.